Hello, welcome to my channel. For this tutorial, you'll need a sheet of vinyl, a mug, some contact paper or transfer paper, whatever you use, of course weeding tools, and your cricut. We will start off by cutting a piece of vinyl to your desired size. I want to make, as you have seen, the big heart with the 34 plus 35 logo. So I'm just cutting it by measurings that I came up with. They're not actual measurings. I like to make it bigger because my cricut sometimes doesn't cut the exact piece of vinyl. And this is a personal tip of mine, but as soon as I cut it, I like to cut a piece of contact paper with the same size. And now we are just placing our piece of vinyl into the mat. Place it really good because we don't want it to fall out. That is totally good enough. Now we're placing our mat into our cricut machine. And off we go to the digital part. So here is the logo I'm using. I designed it in paint or something. You can screenshot it if you wanted to use it. And then we are using the tool to remove the background. This is really easy. Sometimes the app, in this case, it ate the background. There's no problem, just go back and try to do it again. I didn't want to speed up this process so you can see exactly how much time it takes me. As you can see, we have the full image. Going to the next, and there we have our image. Now I'm going to name it, of course, 34 plus 35, and then saving it to my online Cricut library. Now in our design space mat, we just have to upload the picture. And this next step is not going to be useful for us because we're using SnapMat, but if you're not able to use SnapMat, you can just shape it to the size that you want to. If you want it smaller, if you want it bigger, we're doing a mug, but again, you could use this decal for your car. I mean, I wouldn't put it in a car to be honest, but anyways. So now we just press next, make sure you have any cutting. Then I take SnapMat. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit here, but there's a mat, there is the SnapMat function, and it snapped. Now I'm just placing digitally where I want my vinyl to cut. So I'll put it right in the middle. So I'm zooming in, as you can see, and I have to connect my machine. So yeah, select accessory, there's the cricut too, and off we go to cutting. And now that we are just waiting to cut, I think it's time to introduce myself. My name is Alex, and this is actually my first tutorial with a cricut. I really enjoy using my cricut, but for the pandemic, I haven't been able to go to stores and buy material. But this is one of the materials I have left. And it was so amazing because I was like, this purple color is exactly like the one that we would use. And here it is cutting. That is not hair, that's just another cut. So now for the fun part, we are weeding it. This code looks so satisfying in 2x. There it goes. It goes to 5. Oh, look at it. It looks so good. I was struggling a little bit because I usually have another spatula thing, but I didn't find it because I haven't used it in so long. So I took these tweezers that actually came with a weeding set I bought on Amazon. Solely recommended. It came with the basic tools and 3 mats for $17, which was amazing. Then we are weeding the next ones. This took me if this is 40 seconds, it took me a minute to weed. Then here we go, there's a full decal. Now we're just applying our contact paper. I use contact paper, I don't like transfer paper because I think it's too strong. This is the dollar store brand. Then I'm taking my tool and sticking it really good. Right now I'm cutting the excess of the decal, as you can see, because I didn't want it when I take off the contact paper. There would be too much and it would stick to some parts that I didn't want it to stick, and that happened to me before, so this is the voice of experience. And here we go, some beautiful peeling action. Let's get on the mat here. This is the side it's going to go in. I didn't know where to flip it, but it has to be the other side, just as you can see. I released with this time, I think the best option would be starting from the middle, then touching that a little bit, then taking one side, taking the other side, and just placing it really, really, really good in there. Now I love to, normally with decal that's more detail, I wouldn't do what I just did and spill it. But this one in particular, I think it worked really, really good. And there you have it. That's your 34 plus 35 mug.